Hey YouTube, it's another glorious day in Michigan. Only about 17 degrees out here today. But anyway, I'm going out to look at a Mercury. It's a 1980-ish, 75 horsepower. Looks like a pretty good motor from what I've seen from the pictures. It's the guy doesn't really know much about it. He says he thinks it's got good compression. We're going to go check that out. We're going to verify that. Maybe spark too if all goes well, and we'll see what he's got. He says he's got controls with it, even the steering mechanism and fuel gauge and tachometer when it comes along with it. So hey, stand by, stay tuned, and keep watching because more to come. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you at the destination. YouTube, I just picked up this motor, and I don't know if you can see it or not in the back. Hang on. Here's a picture of it, kind of. It's laying back here, and I got the cowling in the front of the controls, and so we'll get it back in the shop and see what happens, and we'll get it going. I did a compression check on 3 of the 4 cylinders. The 4th one I could not check. The reason for that is because it was just so low in the cowling. It's hard to get in this cold weather to get your hands or anything else in there. So I'll have to take a look at that 4th cylinder and make sure it's got good compression. All 3 cylinders, the 3 of the 4 had great compression. I had 130, 135, 130, and then the last one I couldn't check. But we'll find out. We'll get it back to the ranch and go from there. Okay, YouTube. Hey, I got to put that Fat 50 on the back burner for now because I'm waiting on parts. They got to come from eBay and probably marineengine.com. But I've got a few parts that I need to put probably $100 into this engine, onto the Fat 50 to get it right, so I don't have to abuse it. So, you know, ordered impeller and some other various parts in order to get that thing working. So, but in the meantime, I've got I just got this 1984, I believe it is, 75 horse Merc. And now it doesn't have tilt trim, but I took a chance on it. I went to the owner yesterday, and you know, I got this basically for a steal. I'm embarrassed to say how much I got it for because I got it so cheap. But he was motivated to sell, and the only problem I had was it is a 4-cylinder, and that 4th cylinder is very hard to get to. I did a compression check and I did a spark check while I was at the owner's house, right on the fly, and it did have spark in all 4 cylinders, but I could not get the 4th compression because it was way down there. My hands were cold and it was very difficult to get to. So I'm going to try that right now. I've got the battery hooked up, or at least my jump pack, and we're going to give this a go. Of course, I've got the cowling and the upper portion of the cowling. I've got all the parts, so it looked pretty good. I was very impressed with the way it looked. He just didn't want this motor on the boat. He took the boat off, or the motor off his boat. He was reconditioning his boat and wanted to duck boat. So this is probably too much motor for him. So I guess I didn't ever think there was anything such as too much power, but lo and behold. Anyway, let's give this a run. I had when I did the compression check, I had 130, 135, and 130. I'll see what I got on this 4th cylinder. Okay, let's try this 8 again, and I'm going to hold it for the count of at least 5. And maybe we can see what we see here. About 135, and it's dropping down. So it hit about 135. So that's perfect. That's exactly what the other cylinders were, 130, 135. So I'm happy with that. All right, well, very, very excited about this motor. I think this might be the candidate that we're going to use for the new, the used new to us Maxum boat. I believe it was a 19 or 18 footer Maxum a Bowrider that we had purchased, and we were looking for a motor, and this 75 might be it. I don't know. We're gonna have to try it maybe and see how it goes. If I can get this thing running, we'll have a viable engine, and maybe put it on that boat and see what we get. I think that boat originally came with a 90 horse. So this 75 might be a bit underpowered, but I don't know. We'll have to check it out and go from here. So please make comments and let me know what you think if this engine is underpowered for this boat. I'd really like to know your opinions. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.